Jayanto, do you think that this vote is tied to Prime Minister Modi, or does it belong to the Sangathan? Sangh or Bhajpa?
To answer that question, it is the BJP and Narendra Modi. That is what has been happening, not now, but it has been happening earlier also. We know many of the issues and the stories that are behind answers that question that you have put forward to me. And in the case that you have been showing these data and you have been talking to the other guests, you know, Kartikeya, I always take Delhi as an example how parliamentary polls are very different from assembly elections and how it is not the motivated or the hardcore followers of a particular party who goes out to vote and elect their representative. And that is very clear from the results that you are showing in Delhi, that is both assembly as well as the Lok Sabha elections. Now, talking about the opposition alliance, which the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress has entered into Delhi and Haryana, not in Punjab. And incidentally, Haryana and Delhi goes to poll on the same day. Now, if you see the what has happened earlier, let's say, for example, Samajwadi Party and the Congress, I think it was about 7 years ago that they had come together to try and stop the BJP juggernaut. And you see what the results were. They could hardly not stop it. Rather, they kind of could not save their own house. Similarly, if you see in West Bengal, earlier also, I won't go into the past. If you see in the later stages in recent times, when the Congress and the left, they came together, they were not really able to challenge the Trinamool. What we found in both cases is that when the opposition parties, they come together, who were earlier opposing each other, and especially if one was in the seat of, in government, then there is a tendency that the party which was in opposition earlier the vote will not transfer to the party that was in government and now has held hands together to fight against a common enemy. What I mean here is that how far will the Congress votes, which have always been opposed to the Aam Aadmi Party, even the formation here in Delhi, how much of their followers, their supporters will vote for the Aam Aadmi Party candidate and vice versa.
Okay. We can talk about Prime Minister Modi at length, but Delhi is also about Kejriwal. We have to give it to Kejriwal that he has been Chief Minister for more than a decade. So he simply does something at the level of the assembly election that he gets elected back. So, yeah, well, that's the other side of the coin. So, my question to Brijesh is, Arvind Kejriwal is fighting a battle of his life, his political career, his reputation.
His very survival.
And his very survival hinges on, more than quotes, public perception that he is not corrupt. Today, the top echelons of AAP are facing charges of corruption. In this context, do you think, will it work for Kejriwal or work against Kejriwal? Let me complete. Will it generate sympathy or will it come down to that simple phrase in Hindi? अब ऊंट पहाड़ के नीचे आया.
Well, Kartikeya, I would start by saying that I don't believe and I don't feel that the Delhi liquor scam case is going to have any kind of political impact on who Arvind Kejriwal is. I think Swati Maliwal case is far more damaging in my eyes than Delhi liquor scam cases. Second is, I think, this time Arvind Kejriwal realizes that the kind of crescendo he has built with his politics by winning or defeating Bharatiya Janata Party 63-7 and 67-3, which was completely unheard of phenomena, he is fighting the battle of his life. The reason why I am saying he's fighting the battle of his life is, and that is the reason why he chose to do something which Arvind Kejriwal has not done in his 10 plus years of politics, shake hands with the Congress party. He's a ruthless operator, absolutely ruthless to the level of Prime Minister Narendra Modi when it comes to where your interest lies and where your interest doesn't lie. In Punjab, he did not cede an inch to the Congress party. In Delhi, he has done that. He knows for sure that they are not going to win 7-0 or 4-3. But what he is looking for is 2-5. If they are able to bridge, if they are able to dent the bastion of Bharatiya Janata Party, if they are able to win 1 or 2 seats, I think there will be a strong message sent that, Arvind Kejriwal has gained acceptance and he has been able to bridge, dent the citadel or the fort of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Ajit, do you think that this will work for Kejriwal or work against Kejriwal?
I tend to agree with Brijesh that the corruption cases in which he was arrested actually ended up getting him a lot of public sympathy. And the reason was this entire thing that when, corrupt leaders joined the BJP, they were like people like Ajit Pawar and others, then, they were not considered untouchable. Whereas when it came to Arvind Kejriwal, he was arrested, and he was arrested and kept inside, and the ED could not come up with convincing evidence until now, right?
Okay.
Even for the other AAP leaders. But the Swati Maliwal case has kind of put him in the dock. See, Arvind Kejriwal in many ways has a lot of strength. AAP is a startup party of India. He attracted the entire sort of brilliant students from all around the universities, people like Yogendra Yadav and others had joined him. A lot of the NRIs were actually funding him. He's himself from IIT, he was a government officer, he had won awards. But the thing is, there is a trajectory of all politicians. Arvind Kejriwal had his 10 years. At this moment, he's standing on a precipice. It's pure game of survival.
Okay.
Will he be able to come out of it? That is something that both the Lok Sabha and the assembly elections later
A lot of
will
people
show.
would say that, in Delhi, the candidates don't matter. Actually, in Delhi, the Prime Minister matters, or the sentiment against the Prime Minister matters, or Kejriwal matters, or the sentiment against Kejriwal matters. So let's take a look at the constituency profiles. Let's put up that data on screen. So 2019, 2014 and 2009, these are the years of elections. So the constituency-wise vote share, New Delhi, 55, 46, 35. Indian National Congress 2009, 59.6. I can't believe this is 60%. 18.9, 27, and Aam Aadmi Party. Well, so this is New Delhi. So let's change. And then Northeast. In Northeast, 54%, 29%, 13%, 45, 16, 34%. So BJP in 2019 was 50% plus. 50% plus. Let's move forward. Northwest Delhi, 60%. 17 plus 21, 60%. Let's move forward. 61. So it's like 50 and 60% and 60%. Again in West Delhi. So this is pure data we are putting on your screen. Pure data. And you can see how other political parties and processes have devalued themselves in terms of numbers. Because the God lies in data, that's what I believe. And 56.8%, 13%, 26%. 2014, and I think what has happened is that the Congress is out of picture because Aam Aadmi Party took the juice out of them, and they did not have the enough core weight to build a politics around. That is why it is stuck at 13.6 or 20% somewhere. And then East Delhi, 55.5, 24 and 17.5. And the last one, Chandni Chowk, 53.2, 29.9, 14.8. In 2014, it was 44.8, 18 and 30.9. So this is the big picture. Data does not lie. They can give a good fight, but the fight is showing that the BJP is way ahead. It means it requires some sort of a wave to breach these numbers.